All right, that's enough of that.
I don't know about all
So
that, but let's just keep going.
well, it was a Styles. It was, like I said, Styles P, two guns up. It was just whatever. So in the FGC, we have a new Street Fighter champion in town, and his name is Tokido. Tokido. No, I'm not gonna do that.
I
Tokido.
told you that song was gonna get stuck in your head. I told you
That
that.
was a good one. That was a good one. It was definitely a good one. So we were live, obviously, debate amongst friends, Doc and Prof, and Mack was on the stream on the Twitchosphere. Not Twittersphere, but the Twitchosphere.
Yes.
I don't think it's called
And
that. Go ahead.
we're gonna call it that for right now because
Got it.
Doc said so. Stone Cold the Rock Doc Ocean said so.
Wow. Wow. K-Brad's about to get pissed right now.
Oh my god. So, Street Fighter. Top 8. What the heck did we just see? What in the world, guys? First of all, and we're going to get to this. This is what we all came for. There's a pissant in Street Fighter. His name is Zangief.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get there.
I don't know. Chris might
once
not.
again.
We might need to go overtime for this one because we're probably gonna go like 10 minutes overtime, Chris. So just FYI.
We're gonna cut it short. So, the top 8 in Street Fighter. Was anybody? I mean, outside of the last game, was anything else surprising to you outside of the last game?
I mean, I guess Punk kind of surprised me. Just like, I mean, it always surprises me though to like see somebody from America get that far in Street Fighter.
That's true.
So
we talked about that.
Yeah, it's. I wish it wasn't like that. It's like that. But I mean, even with the character he did it with, like Karen, like he went hard with Karen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was thoroughly impressed, and honestly, I thought that he was going to end up being Tokido, and then things went very, 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 very wrong.
I mean, does anybody know what happened out there? Like, I was just sitting there, and then all of a sudden, I looked up, and there was confetti falling, and Tokido was up there.
Yeah.
I don't think it was like that.
Nah.
I don't think it was like that at all, sir. I'm like, what is he talking about? I'm like, no, that's not right.
Nah, that's not how it went down. Alright, so basically my problem with the final match is that I felt like Punk should have did the ha 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 thing, and I don't know what it's really called.
Ultra combo.
Right, the ultra ha 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 combo, which I don't understand why he didn't do it. Several times he had great opportunity to do the ha 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 thing, but he didn't do it, and that was I had a big problem with that, and I was like, I leaned over to the Professor John Gotti and I was like, bro, why is he not doing the ha 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 thing? And he was just like, I don't know, he's on tilt. And I was like, there's not enough tilt in the world for you to not go ha 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 on this guy who's in the air. Mind you, he's in the air jumping, and I'm just like, oh my god, he's about to hit him with it. And nothing happened. It was no ha 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 ha. And I was like, oh man. And then because Tokido, he knew the button to press. He did the what's that thing called?
The Raging Demon.
The Raging Demon.
Yes.
Where everybody went crazy.
I also went crazy. In fact, I'm pretty surprised I still have a voice.
That was nuts.
Crazy. But honestly, I was surprised based on what I saw the previous day. I was surprised at how poor F Champ played. based on his Saturday
what
gaming.
surprised you about what he's talked about? And we need to go back to the final match in a second. But what surprised you?
Yeah, we definitely will. Well, I felt like I felt, and I said this, and for the folks that weren't there, and I don't know if you saw it, Mac, but F Champ went against Combo Fiend in that little demo, and I really felt like that destroyed his confidence. I don't care what he said. I would never want to take a loss before a match or before I'm about to go play, because that's not good. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want to go and play after just getting destroyed by Combo Fiend.
Doctor, I'm going to have to interrupt you right there. So, I understand what you're saying there, but the problem is F-Champ had another situation. And, Mac, I don't know if you know the situation, but it was with Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And he did a first to 10 with a little-known player named Kane Blue River.
Okay.
And he destroyed Kane Blue River in his first to 10 series. They still had to actually compete against each other inside the tournament, which ended up being grand finals. And he was feeling himself. F-Champ was feeling himself something proper. He got destroyed in grand finals by Kane Blue.
And this is grand finals of what?
It was a different event.
Then it doesn't matter. We're talking about Evolution. It's a mystery. 2017.
But I'm not
this weekend.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just trying to say, based on your comment, you really can't take those losses before in an exhibition.
No, he won that, right? And he was feeling himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he left Saturday, he was feeling himself. He does a lot of he's licking his lips a lot.
Oh my gosh, you did not just go there. Oh no!
All right, he was feeling himself. You know what I mean?
F-Champ, Ryan, F-Champ. That was not me who said that.
It was definitely my name is Professor John Gotti.
Oh, you!
And I said
pissing. Oh my gosh!
But at the same time, all right, let's think about it though. You take a loss, and even though it was all fun and games, I don't care. That's gonna kill your mojo. I don't care what. You don't take no losses before no tournament. I wouldn't superstition or not. You just don't even do it. And as it showed, because I felt like he had more oomph in the battle to get top 8 with Dowsum. Like, he was really balling with Dowsum. And he just didn't show up. But let's not skip past that pissant Zangief.
Oh no.
So I was so happy to see Itabashi get eliminated.
Itabashi Zangief.
I skipped that I. We're skipping that I. Itabashi get eliminated because he had Zangief. I even clapped as he went by.
He actually did clap, which was like...
That's amazing.
When he walked by, I clapped.
But not for the reason you think.
Yeah.
Because, I was so tired of seeing that slam, and I was like, if he makes it to the finals, granted, I think Punk would have beat him super duper free.
Right.
I think it would have been free 99.
I'm so mad you said that.
It would have been. There's no way. I wish that it didn't go down like that for Punk, but not seeing Zangief was worth the price of admission.
Zangief is by far and away the most frustrating character. In Street Fighter. If there's one character that is going to make me rage, it's Zangief. Just watching him makes me like, antsy and irritated because his grabs are just so ridiculous. Like they take like a third of your health.
And it's ridiculous because it's like I felt like he can't punch, he can't kick,
No.
he can just slam. And I was like, I don't want to see this in the grand finals. I don't want to see this.
He has
I mean, it's basically like watching Brock Lesnar out there.
Basically, he has like this backhand that he does that's kind of good for spacing, and then like a couple other things, I guess. But I mean, mostly it's almost like Bane. Only Bane knows how to do things across the screen and things like that. But that's a whole other game.
Justice too.
I just dived into my obsession of the past 2 months.
I mean, I get it though. It's just like I hated it so much. I was like, and everybody in the crowd was going crazy over Brock Lesnar. I mean, Zangief. Zangief out there with his 3 moves of doom.
Wow.
And I was like, what the heck is going on? This is like watching Bushwhacker Luke out here. And I was like, what in the world is going on out here? Can somebody please tell me why everybody's cheering? Anyone. And I just can't even deal with it. I just can't.
I mean, at some point, you got to get out the DJ Khaled soundbite. Just
another one, right?
Another one.
Kind of what it was, like
another one.
Zangief suplex.
I can understand everyone's grief on this podcast.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
That is perfect.
Everybody's grief.
But I don't think the Dr. Singh thing compete because I feel like that he'll feel worse about
but it's like that
a Fang player versus a Zangief player. Like I feel like I understand the issue just based off of he's a wrestling kind of character. Most of his moves are mainly slams, as you like to so eloquently put it. But I mean, he does have the vanishing flat, which is the backhand move to use to knock out fireballs. But he also headbutt fireballs too, and you've seen that too, and you didn't have any kind of reactions to that. I mean,
of course not, because I was too overwhelmed to even notice anything else.
For me, I would have loved to have seen a All-American Evo finals because based off of the news, based off the Twitter sphere, America owned Street Fighter V.
America went out quickly.
America went out very fast.
Yes.
I mean, it was really, really stupid quick, but at the same time, it was like stupid mistakes.
Yes.
And
a lot of mistakes.
A lot of dropped combos. I mean, but just one more thing on Zangief.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, it was like the police officer had said. It's like, hey, when you're young, you're playing Street Fighter, whatever, the oldest one, or maybe the one after the oldest one, you just get E Honda and you just keep going, letting the person jump into you until they die, and that's kind of how it felt.
It really isn't that way, though. I mean, it's a totally different dimension to how people play these days.
Like that's how it felt. Exactly.
Like
suplex.
The ability to anticipate your opponent's moves and to be able to react accordingly is, what separates champions from basically bums. I mean,
let's just say I was happy that there was a William Regal to that Goldberg.
I see what you did there.
I'm just so happy
I got
that William Regal was able to push Goldberg to the limit, and actually in this one actually get the win. But I know we don't want to steal away from Tokido, which is crazy because and Brand, granted, everybody, with the exception of some people, because I don't know if we walked past them or not, We spoke to Punk, or we ran into Punk. I think you spoke to F Champ.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely spoke to Knuckle Dude.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we walked past MOV. I'm not too sure.
Yes, we did.
I mean, we were out there with Justin Wong, bro.
We were.
Whoa.
We were out there with K-Brand, bro. Daigo was standing right in front of us for like 15 minutes. Xavier Woods was playing the game right in front of me. I literally said, yo, keep your head up, big dog. And he was like, I'm going to take it one game at a time. And I was like, oh, man, I just talked to Xavier Woods like it was nothing.
Right.
We was
John got to talk to Maximilian. Yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Like I'm saying, like, we were out there. We saw Ricky Ortiz. He was standing right next to her.
Yep.
Helen
is looking at me really, really angrily because of what you just said.
I don't know.
Okay, she's like literally writing stuff in her notepad right now.
Oh God. I mean, NY Chris G and what's that other guy from Maximilian show? You took a picture with him with the hair.
Kenny.
Oh, Kenny.
Yep.
Kenny. We saw him. I mean, we took a picture with the guy Yoshimoto. What's his name? Oh no.
Yoshihiro.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I knew it. I mean, we were all over the place this year. And I mean, Knuckle Dude had it. No, he didn't have it.
No.
But he said he had it. He said he had it. When we ran into him, he said he had it. He didn't.
No.
He didn't have it.
No.
I mean, the first person we met, Smuggle.
Oh.
We talked to Smug right at the gate.
Very first.
So, and he said himself, anybody got a chance out here. Anybody. But Tokido won it though. And it was another boyhood dream that becomes a reality.
And it really was. I mean,
And
first of all, shout outs to everyone who actually competed, first of all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, because it's hard to do so, especially, you know, around people who are, you know, decades better than them because they can basically play this game as their lifestyle versus just a hobby. So let's just do that first. Shout outs to them.
Can I just say though first, some people were really surprised that Akuma won the tournament.
I'm not.
Some people were really shocked. I heard people in the elevator like, "Oh man, I think you're in the elevator with me." He's like, "Man, he beat Punk, not free, but he beat him with Akuma."
No, he beat Punk free.
So
it wasn't super free.
It was
free.
It was like after he reset the bracket, it was free.
It might have been 99 cents.
It was free.
And you know, see, I'm kind of like on that fence of being shocked and not being shocked because Akuma, like, he's a strong player,
right,
or a character, but at the same time, like, his health really kind of hurts him.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, see, that's what I felt about Karen. Like, I felt like, and again, Akuma versus, I think it was Dawson, and I was just like, what in the world?
Right.
Akuma versus Karen. What in the world? Cammy. What in the world? Zangief.
Oh my goodness.
What shocked me about how he played Akuma though was his pressure on Karen was insane.
Well, John Gotti said he stopped pressing buttons.
It kind of looked like it.
And I'm telling you, I was sitting there like, bro, he's in the air.
Buttons. He had to literally sit there and guess and find out what's next. And every single time he tried to guess, he kept being wrong with his guesses.
I think I said throwing the damn towel.
I mean, I said the same thing about some of the matches people had against Kazunoko. You know, they had to try to guess the mix-up, and she went for her diagonal spiral arrow, and they kept losing that mix-up.
They did. Yeah. They did. I mean, I don't know.
But, I mean, all in all, the match, you know, itself, it's hard. I mean, Punk is very young, and he was the last American, so he really wanted to take the American pride on his back, and he even took it to Twitter afterwards, like even though he lost, like he showed that he wants to return. He wants to just become stronger than what he was, learn from his mistakes. Like, I mean, you got to give him a lot of credit for it, but it was Tokido's day. Everything that he did. Oh, Chris decided he wanted to extend it 10 more minutes for us.
Yeah, we're good, Chris. Don't worry about it, Chris. I run the show, Chris. We run the show.
Wow.
Shut up, Chris.
Wow.
Shut up.
See, you keep saying that to Chris, but then he'll start, trolling you. So you might want to be careful.
Absolutely. You know he will.
But I mean, he was the last American, and he really wanted to win the tournament. Like, people was asking him about the money and things like that, asking if he's just satisfied with the money. He's like, no, I really want to win Evo, because he understands the impact of winning Evolution. Evolution, for those that don't necessarily hear Professor John Gotti say it so often, but Evolution is not a mystery.
It is a mystery.
It is the Super Bowl of fighting games. It is the WrestleMania of fighting games, because of how much impact it is. Yes, but Doctor, it's also a mystery.
Yes, and it's a mystery because you just never know who's going to take it. Obviously, clearly, we know that now.
Well, coming into Evo, Punk was the all-out favorite to win Evolution. Like, he had such a great year. He was showing that he was the most dominant person out there. And there's this one YouTuber that I don't have the name off the top of my head right now, so I apologize for it. I completely agree with what he said. If there had to been a Japanese player to win it, I'm happy it was Tokido, and I completely agree with that statement. Like, Tokido definitely put in his work.
But you want to know what happened?
Also,
we had another commentary curse out there.
There was a lot of commentary curse. Not even just another. It was a lot of them.
Because the commentator said, "Hey, it was Tokido who beat Punk," and I'm sure Punk heard it.
Yep.
Because it seemed like right after that is when it really started to go down.
I have to disagree with that one. And I usually do agree with you. The point of the entire grand finals that turned the tide in Tokido's favor was after one round, and Tokido did the taunt into a combo.
No, I'm not buying that. He was already after that. There's nothing he can do. And that was after the comment.
Doctor, you could check the tapes.
That was after the comment, though. Also,
and I understand that, and I'm not disagreeing with that. But what you have to understand with fighting games, if you get taunted and lose, it does something to your soul.
Oh, it's demoralizing.
No, that's unbelievable. If you guys are playing next year, you guys better not let me so mad. I'm serious. I'm so mad. If you come back to the sideline and I got demoralized because he taunted me, like I might just leave. Like, I might leave. I'm just gonna.
The problem is, it's the fact that the Doctor doesn't play fighting games. He doesn't understand the impact it has on the psyche of a player. Like,
I would have just shook my head, like, okay, that's how you want to do this.
Like,
all right,
getting a taunt or even getting a teabag happening before you lose a round is like the equivalent of what Tecmo Bowl, Super Bowl, and you're playing as Bo Jackson and running around the entire field for an entire quarter. Like,
there is no difference. There's no difference between you doing that taunt that he did in Street Fighter and somebody catching an interception, taking it back, and high stepping in the end zone. Not going directly in the end zone, but actually going to the end zone line and going across it horizontally. There's nothing you can tell me that.
The worst part is, I'm pretty sure all three of us has done that at one time.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to hear that.
I'm going to try my hand at explaining this, because I've played enough games online to where I run into situations where I think that I'm reading the opponent, correctly, and I'm actually going to land hits. I'm not landing them. And I'm like, okay, so at least I'm going to step up my defense. My defense isn't doing anything. Near the end of that game, after you've gotten good and frustrated because you can't really do what you thought you were able to do against somebody, and then they start taunting you, and then they finish you off, it picks at you a little bit.
But see, it's a difference because these are some of the best players in the world, so it's got to be a lot different. Like, it's different for us. Like, if I'm playing Street Fighter and somebody's taunting me, I'd be like, that was pretty embarrassing, but whatever, I'm still learning. Like, I was getting destroyed once in Madden, which it never really happened to me too often in my adult life, or even in my childhood life, getting destroyed. And, like, he kept offering me the peaceful quit thing. And I was like, I don't want that crap. Get that crap out of here. I'm going to keep playing until, whatever. It is what it is. But some people...
And that right there, Doctor, is exactly what Punk did. He didn't try to switch over to Nash. He didn't try to switch characters off. He just let it ride.
And I guess that's why he was so disappointed in himself. But at the same time, it's like, you don't want to abandon your strategy. A lot of NFL teams don't abandon their strategy. You just kind of roll with it.
Well, and that caught up during the Injustice Tournament 2 with Sonic Fox. Like, little things like that where it's like you don't make the correct adjustments quick enough.
Right.
Like, he tried to roll with Red Hood way too long.
Yes.
And it was too late by the time that last match hit. I was just like, oh.
But what could what could he have done? I mean, I got a chance to watch him in the losers match.
Yeah.
I guess
a lot of the problems with what Sonic Fox did on like a game related, spectrum, because I know he wasn't feeling well. I saw on Twitter like he got like really sick. Like, I don't remember if it was the day before top 8 or whatever. Doesn't But game wise, Red Hood is a really hard character to be good with.
Yes.
Against high caliber players.
Okay.
And so what he was trying to do during, especially both matches against Flash, and then I don't even remember who he lost to in the losers finals.
He lost to
Superman,
wasn't it?
Yeah, that wasn't even losers finals, was it? He didn't get. It might have been Superman. At any rate.
Well, he was
Catwoman.
fifth.
It was Catwoman.
Fifth. Okay.
Catwoman.
Yeah, it was Catwoman.
Yes, it was against Semiji.
Yeah, Catwoman. He was getting destroyed out there.
See, both of those characters, they have very quick feet. With what Red Hood does is you lay down mines and then you try to like frame trap them with the ninja stars or whatever, where like they have to pick one hit or another. Flash can get out of that really quick. Catwoman can get out of that really quick, and Catwoman actually has that whip to where she extends her range, especially if she jumps up in the air. Like, all in all, like, especially against that Catwoman matchup, like, he could have chose Black Adam a little bit sooner to try better to zone, at least, or to just show who even picked Catwoman.
I forget who that was.
Semij.
Okay, Semij. So, I mean, he could have given them a different look. I mean, of course, it's something that they've seen before, and I think that's probably what he was thinking. They know his Black Adam, so he's not going to try it. But his Black Adam is ridiculous. Like, if I was him, I just wouldn't roll with it. I mean, you won CEO with it, so I mean, I don't know.
See, it's not even that what I was disappointed with Sonic Fox, and I apologize to interrupt you, Doctor, but I need to get this point across. It's not the fact that he didn't choose Black Adam that surprised me. It's the fact that he didn't even choose Joker.
That's true. That's true. He does have a really good Joker.
And you don't see a lot of Jokers in Injustice and tournament play.
Right.
Online, absolutely, but tournaments, not a lot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a very good point.
That's crazy. That's like really, really crazy to me.
I mean, not to mention, his boss was standing right there. Oh, that was the other person that we seen, or at least I seen, because I believe the doctor went up back in the
Yeah, my eyes.
It was too much hype for him. It was too much hype for him.
Yeah, my eyes were like, because there's like this beam of light that just is hitting me. It was just pounding me. And between, we were watching Blazers Blue, Blue Blazers.
Blaze Blue.
Street Fighter, the 64, then the 32. And then.
Oh, no, it was Guilty Gear top 8. And then we was also watching top 32, top 16 for Street Fighter 5. It
was rough, man. My eyes were taking a pounding.
I gave the signal to Chris. We're gonna go another 10 minutes.
We don't have to go another 10 minutes. I mean, but my eyes were pounding. I mean, I was like, I need to get out of here. But you were saying you saw his boss.
Yes. So Rick Fox was in the house as well.
Oh,
he
was.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he got a lot of money invested. He better be.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean. Not even most. A small percentage of actual, team owners will actually care about how their player are doing. Like people like Red Bull, not so much. Like hey, here your sponsor, just don't do anything stupid to make us look bad, kind of thing. But like Echo Fox, absolutely, they're fully invested. Evil Geniuses, absolutely, they're really invested. Not so much in the FGC side as much now because they lost a lot of good people, but more so in like their League of Legends and their Dota teams and stuff like that.
Dota,
right? Yeah, Rick Fox he's put everything into that team, and it showed at Evo.
They really did. They really were winning out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like they kind of, because I mean, I heard a little while back that Sonic Fox had, joined Echo Fox, and eventually I was like, oh, okay, so Rick Fox runs this team. All of a sudden, it's like they're everywhere.
Yes.
They're taking over everything.
Well, Echo Fox ran through Evil Geniuses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is why their FGC team isn't doing that well anymore because they took people like, Momochi and Justin Wong and Mewtwo came as well too.
That's why I can't wait for, Team Neutralize to be created.
Oh my gosh.
Starring Mack and Professor John Gotti.
Yeah.
Team Neutralize.
Appointment the game coach. Right.
And me just being the advocate wearing suits and getting people in trouble.
I think you just want to wear suits and just start talking smack. I think that's what you want to do.
It sounds like something that I would be interested in. I would get a chance to just, say whatever I feel and run with it.
Oh, gosh. But let's just quickly go through all the other different tournaments. Notable people that people wanted to be either in Grand Finals or to win it all. Daigo didn't make it into top 16.
He tied at 17. Don't be a pissant.
After I told the doctor that Daigo was not going to win it, but
I mean, how about no Nakalis making it to the top 8?
I'm actually surprised with that one. Like this year, we had no we had all distinct characters this year.
And no
versus
Nash.
Last year we had so many Nashes, so many Armikas, and so many Nakalis. So
and I mean, really a lot of Nashes. I hated Nash too. Like really hated it. I hate that arm.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am a Nash player. Nash and Drew. Those are my two go-tos.
Oh my god.
Wait, Mac, I just got word from
Team Neutralized.
I just got word from Stacy, the doctor's secretary. You've been kicked off of Team Neutralized.
Oh my god.
You've been kicked off. I'm sorry.
Not a Nash, or at least it's not Zangief.
No, it's not Zangief.
I don't know. I might have to start practicing with Zangief then.
Don't do it.
Hashtag muscle power.
Oh my god! But I was
Street Fighter 4. Jury's been my favorite character though. Sorry.
I feel you. But all right, let's go through this here. So, Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. Let me tell you something. Did you watch it, Mac?
I caught the grand finals. Yeah.
Perfect. Because let me tell you something. I was in the room trying to get my rest on, and I was like, man, Salem needs to reset this so I can lay back down for 10 more minutes. Because I don't want to see this. And lo and behold, we're walking through the casino. John Gotti says, the bracket has reset. I said, oh, dang you, Salem. Why couldn't you do this 5 minutes earlier? And then we get back down there. You know, we walk down the stairs like bosses. Like, who are these guys that are sitting on the floor? You know, obviously, the next Evolution 2017 Street Fighter champion and his advocate, the Stone Cold Rock Doc Ocean, sitting in the front row with his arms folded.
I feel like Vinnie Mac is going to sue us.
He's just waiting for somebody to say something out of their mouth so that he can basically go crazy on them.
I'm sexy.
But I was happy for Salem though, and then he went with the Black Pride on us.
Yes.
Which Disney
made you very happy when it happened.
I was pretty pumped. I was pretty upset. I was pretty upset that he didn't reset 10 minutes earlier, seriously. But I was happy that he got a chance to win. I mean, you know, drop that 0 and get ourselves a Salem.
Yeah,
wow.
When he yeah, you know, it's funny because I watched I saw him get knocked into losers.
Okay.
And I don't know why, like, I picked him specifically to where, like, I watched it and I was just like, you know, I feel bad for this dude, but he might come back and do something.
Yeah.
And then he came back and did something.
So it sounds like we should contact him for Team Neutralize.
Well, he's not sponsored, though, but I get what you're saying.
I mean, maybe we should look through this list here and start getting, like, start stealing some of these top 25 guys. We can't offer them a lot, but we can offer better than the nothing that they're getting.
You're going to have to sit down with Scott and talk to him about this. That's out of my hands.
Scotty do.
But
That's enough of that.
let's keep going because we have about 3 minutes left if we're trying to do this hard stop of this subject. The
Blaze Blue,
you're gonna do Blaze Blue next? Okay.
No, I hated Blaze Blue. I thought it was really crazy. I didn't know it was really. So.
I think he got upset because of the winner because he had like 2 characters.
It was weird. I didn't like that at all. That whole thing was stupid. Let's go to Tekken. I didn't like the fact that Tekken had so many people playing as Jack. I feel like Jack was just. I feel like every time I looked, Jack was on the screen.
It was only
Jack
2 people.
Is weak sauce.
I feel like they were on the screen. They were on the screen a lot.
They just kept picking people who, who deals the most damage. But Jack didn't win it though.
I really wanted to see me up there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I really
know
want to see
someone
me. I want to see me.
I see what you did there. I know one person who wasn't happy about one of the character selections in top 8, and that would be Kenny. Because of Lucky Chloe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have his salty picture saved on my phone. Like, that was. I felt his pain because, like, I love Eddie. Like, he's an awesome character. And when they did that, I mean, you could feel Kenny's soul die in that very instance.
You can't even feel like you can see it, you can taste it, you can all 5 sentences.
All of it.
And sometimes you have to savor the plays.
Yeah.
But let's keep going real quickly. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Your boy Chris
Come
G
on,
get
Chris
the job
G.
done.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was pretty rough for Chris G. But he's another one that was dropping combos like left and right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he kind of deserved that loss with the drop combos.
I mean, but Vegas had a local kid win Evo, so I'm pretty happy about that. Plus, it's the final
The final,
Marvel
yeah.
vs. Capcom 3 at Evo, so what a way to send it home.
And I felt the same way about Super Smash Brothers Melee, which obviously I felt like that should have been on Sunday rather than the others.
We're definitely adding more 5 more minutes for that one because you definitely had a lot to talk about Melee.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I didn't like the fact, and obviously, Mac, you weren't there again. Next year, you gotta be there.
Yes.
But here's the thing about Evo, and this is what I want you guys to prepare yourselves for when you go up there and win the championship for your respective games. And if you guys go face to face, that'll be awesome. Team neutralized wins.
I would break you.
Oh god. But the problem is, once you become champion, you automatically become a heel, so to speak. So it's like everybody just starts to hate you. So when Hungrybox got out...
Wait, hold on. So that's not the truth. It's not the fact that he was the champion that everyone booed against him. And I think I told you this after the match when I found that on Twitter. It's the fact that he actually got coaching help after one of the games.
Come on.
That's why.
Stop it.
And that's a big
coaching help?
That's a big no.
I did hear about that.
That's
not a no-no.
It is
Come
a no-no.
on.
It is a no-no.
What's coaching? Hey, don't let him hit you too high or you're gonna die.
You're not supposed to get coaching.
What's coaching though?
Exactly what you just said.
Don't get hit too high or you're gonna die? That's not coaching, that's a fact.
Like they're telling about certain patterns that they're doing and helping them out with certain adjustments that they need to make.
But how do you know that's not hater baiting?
How do we know? You know what
Seriously.
the rules are, Doctor. I mean,
but I know I hear the rules, but did we see it?
No, because it was too far away. We didn't see it, but everyone else seen it as well.
A hater could have saw it. A hater could have saw it, bro. That's how you want to make sure you're aware of that.
About 1,500 haters then.
Got a couple of haters.
Okay, Doctor, we're gonna let you know with that. But that was the reason why they was booing Hungrybox.
Really? But come on, for one-time coaching?
Just telling you.
That might have not even really happened?
I'm just telling you. What happened?
I hate it. Oh god, I'm so over that game. Obviously, but I mean, Mango, I was pretty happy with. People were really behind Mango, and obviously the Terminator Armada won. He dropped the leather jacket, came out with the clean cut. But hey, back-to-back two-time,
we kept walking past too, which is awesome.
We did walk past Armada several times. The Terminator, and then obviously Mango, the eater of wins. He was out there playing very well. That Fox, whoever played with Fox, and it looks like out of the top 8, 5 people played with Fox, and they all basically did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They would be off the stage, and they would do that, and they would go right down and die.
Yes.
So it was literally really, really stupid. But shout out to Armada winning with Princess Peach. I mean, Andrew Bogut. But I really meant Princess Peach. He did it. The Terminator. We actually already talked about Injustice 2. Shout out
to Dragon.
Yeah, I don't know if you really care about Guilty Gear and Kingdom Fighters.
Well, one thing I do have to point out about Guilty Gear, that Perfect against Ogawa.
Yep.
That was nuts. Guilty Gear is intriguing to me because I haven't been playing it that long. Like I've literally only been playing it for like a month or two, like any Guilty Gear ever. Mm-hmm. And it's so difficult, like just the way that the game kind of like, just like how the buttons work and how the movement works in comparison to other games. Like that game's hard.
It looks
very hard.
Yeah. So when I watch other people like play that and play it really well, like that's impressive.
I mean, I'm not giving anybody any credit for it or anything, but It's a weird looking game.
Oh, it's really weird looking.
Unless you win, then it's something different. So that's the game you're going for. That'd be perfect. I have no problem stirring up any pots. So if you need me to go up to, let's say, Nage or Pure or any of these guys, I'll do it. Mack could take anybody out here. He says you are guilty. And he's got the gear to prove it.
Yeah.
Mack, you need to be careful on this guy.
I get up on stage and they get like a triple perfect on me in 3 rounds. It's like, oh.
That was luck. All luck.
All luck. I
Are you going
earlier today?
Run it back. Pepper run back.
Oh my goodness. But final thoughts on Evo, Doctor.
Great opportunity. Great show. When we were there, obviously there were some timing issues with some of the games, but for the most part, it was great. I mean, everybody's always so friendly and everybody's always so nice. You get a chance to meet people. We went to some great panels, got to take some great pictures, got to see some great people. So everything was pretty cool. I'm hoping that Matt gets a chance to come out next year, and hopefully we get some more people. I am on the fence about playing, but I would have no problem putting on the advocate suit and causing cash. I really wouldn't. And that's just all Stone Cold, The Rock, Doc Ocean has to say about that.
Oh my goodness. Well, for me, since I was also there, one thing that I was really excited to play and I had a chance to play was the new Eureka game. Their new EX is still in development, and I had a blast being able to play. I was able to, play against, pretty good up and comer. Didn't get his name, but
don't be mine. Oh my God! Why don't you stop it? Oh my God!
Why don't you
tell the people the truth? You tell people the truth. He beat that kid free. He wasn't no young and up and comer. Going downhill. I mean, the only thing that was up was his hair. Come on, John Gotti, stop it! You beat the heck out of that kid. Shattered dreams.
It wasn't my fault.
It wasn't your fault. Don't sit here and give him a participation trophy just in the case that he might be listening. He's a bum out there.
It wasn't my fault. He kept getting hit with my fist.
It was really terrible. Like, it was like the epitome of free. Like, this is a free demo, but he got beat free on a free demo.